Hello ISU alumni and welcome to our virtual version of Cooking with a Redbird Chef. My name is Weidmayer.
And I'm Gabby Haskell.
And we're both first year grad students in the MSDI Masters in Dietetic Internship Program here at ISU. I'm the graduate assistant for sports nutrition through the athletic department.
And I'm the graduate assistant for FCS 316 Food Science in the Department of FCS.
And today we're going to be teaching you how to make an autumn harvest salad as part of our leadership and independent study projects that are meant to help build our leadership skills and further and better our community.
We are so excited to bring you this perfect nutrient-dense side dish to bring to your upcoming Thanksgiving gatherings. This autumn harvest dish is packed with ingredients like butternut squash, spinach, Brussels sprouts, pumpkin seeds, and more. If you wanted to make this a whole meal, you could add your leftover turkey or a different protein on top of it.
So let's get cooking. First, we're going to start off by preheating our oven to 400 degrees. So I've already done that. And then while we're waiting for that to preheat, we're going to go ahead and line a baking tray. And then we're going to be ready for all our vegetables once we get them all chopped up and ready to go in the oven. Okay, so now I have peeled our 1.5 pound squash and I just used a spoon to scrape out the insides and all of the seeds. And now we're gonna go ahead and chop it up into even sized pieces.
Now we're going to peel and cut one large red onion into small chunks. Now you're going to take half a pound of Brussels sprouts. You're going to rinse them and then slice them vertically.
To roast our veggies, we're going to use 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of rosemary, and 1 teaspoon of paprika. Okay, we'll toss it all together to get all of the spices and olive oil evenly coated on everything.
Now we're going to place the veggie mixture in the oven and roast it for 30 minutes or until a fork comes out of the butternut squash at 400 degrees. Okay, so now we're gonna prepare our quinoa. We're going to use 1 cup of dry quinoa. We decided to do tri-colored to add a little bit more color to this dish. And then you're gonna use 2 cups of unsalted vegetable stock. Now we're gonna place the vegetable stock in the quinoa in a small pot on the stove. We're going to get this to a boil, and then once it's boiling, you're gonna turn the burner to low, cover it, and let it simmer for 15 minutes.
Now to get ready for our balsamic vinaigrette, we're gonna have 1 shallot and 1 clove of garlic, and we're gonna finely mince both of these because we don't want any chunks in our dressing.
Now we're gonna put our vinaigrette together. The first thing that you're going to need is half a cup of extra virgin olive oil. The next thing we're going to add is 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. Now we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of honey. Now we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard.
Now we're gonna add our minced shallot and garlic.
Last thing we're gonna do for this balsamic is add some salt and pepper to your own taste. Then we're gonna whisk it up. And we're done.
So now that we are able to easily insert a knife into our squash and remove it without it sticking and having any problems, we know it's tender enough. So we've removed it from the oven, and now we're gonna let it cool while the quinoa finishes cooking. And we have our balsamic vinaigrette, and then we'll throw everything together.
Now that our quinoa has sat for 5 minutes, we're gonna fluff it with a fork. now we're on the last step of our recipe. All that we have to do is assemble. So Anne's gonna put 2 cups of spinach into the bottom of this bowl. Then I'm going to add in our cooked quinoa. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and add the roasted veggies into this dish.
Make sure that our dressing is nice and mixed together, and then we're going to drizzle over.
And this part is completely optional, but we are going to add 1 cup of dried cranberries chopped. We bought them already chopped and pre-portioned.
Same with walnuts. And we got roasted salted. You can get raw, you can roast them yourself, whatever you're feeling.
Then we have half a cup of pumpkin seeds.
All right, now we're gonna toss the salad. And there you have it, our autumn harvest salad.
Okay, so now we're gonna give you guys a little bit of information on the nutrition facts. Here's the label right up on the screen, and this is packed with healthy fats like omega-3s, vitamin A, K, copper, and it's also plant-based. Now Anne and I are gonna do a live taste test reaction.
I want to get a little bit of everything
I know,
in here.
gotta get
like a little bite. Brussels sprouts, the quinoa, the squash.
a little bit of everything. Okay.
Big bite.
That's delicious.
It's really good. Like, I think I'm gonna call my mom.
I
and be
know.
Like, this is what I'm bringing for Thanksgiving.
So we're both making this at our Thanksgivings, and we think you should too.
Give it a try. Let us know how it works out.
If you decide to prepare this dish, please share the final pictures with us and the Alumni Association. Thank you so much for watching.